No,
Seriously,
you come on.
this
You're.
is
We came up to you
what you
politely.
came here to do?
We came here politely asking you about the United States Constitution.
And you said it's a joke.
You were mean to us for no reason. You
I
said the
was
Constitution is a joke.
I was not mean,
Yes,
and I
you
did
were.
not say the
Yes, you were.
Constitution.
Yeah, but you actually a minute ago wasn't cool. You said this is your warning, or there's going to be more of an issue next time.
Yeah, your
which
warning
isn't cool.
is to please leave the area.
Kind of, sort of, but we wouldn't. Obviously, both our stories wouldn't influence each other because we're both obviously saying two different things. But what was their main concern?
So pretty much what.
Outside a California school, two citizen journalists politely ask officers a basic civics check, what's the Third Amendment? Instead of an answer, they meet blank stares, shrugged duty belts, and a bystander who tries to play feelings referee. When a sworn oath collides with forgotten words, tension rises because a constitution you can't quote is one you can't protect.
I was just wondering, we're doing a documentary for school. If you could tell us what the Third Amendment is.
I'd rather not answer questions if that's cool.
I'm sorry?
I'd rather not answer questions if that's okay.
But this is pertaining to your job.
Is it?
Yeah, you took a sacred oath to uphold our
Well,
constitutional
my
rights.
job right now is to make sure that there is peaceful protest here. And that's what I'm doing.
Correct.
So.
And when a citizen is requesting assistance from a police officer, you don't just deny it.
What are you requesting?
Third Amendment.
We're trying to find out what the Third Amendment is. You don't have to tell us word by word, but briefly what it's about.
Google's a thing too.
Yes, well, we understand that Google's a thing. Also, politeness
So
is
right
a thing
now,
too.
what my job here to do is to make sure it's all peaceful.
Did you
And
take
so you guys
Did you take an
sitting here
oath to
and asking
Google?
questions that are not important right now.
Google?
Asking questions that are not important right now.
Not important right now.
Ah.
Well, your lack of
Okay,
knowledge is actually, you didn't take an oath.
Is that a microphone?
You didn't take an oath to peaceful protest. You took an oath to protect your constitutional rights. And your lack of knowledge and your general disrespect.
And then you say it's not
is rude.
important? Really?
You say it's not important?
Was it important when you raised your hand and during graduation? Was it important then? You're false. You're fake. Yeah, you're
What's your name
fake.
and badge number?
What's your name and badge? Yeah. Pacheco.
Would you like to stay for the neurodiverse people at home? Isn't it your policy to identify yourself? Are you?
Right here. I am identifying myself.
Your mom named you right here? That's a weird name.
Guys, come on.
No,
Seriously,
you come
this
on,
is
you're-
what
We came up to
this
you
is what you
politely.
came here to do?
We came here politely asking you about the United States Constitution.
And you said it's a
you
joke.
were mean to us for no reason. You
I
said the
was
Constitution is a joke.
I was not mean,
Yes,
and I
you
did
were.
not say the
Yes, you
Constitution.
were. You're being
is a
mean.
joke.
You would
You
never.
said it's not important,
You would
ma'am.
never go in front
I'm
of a
done
judge.
with you guys, okay?
You
Well,
would
we're-
never go. I want you to
That's not how it
identify
works.
yourself
That's
before
not-
we leave. What is your name?
You just said it.
I don't care if he said it. It's your policy. You just
Jake
talked about your policy.
Jordan Pacheco.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, now go learn the Constitution. People died for that. Civil rights heroes died for that, and you don't even know the Third Amendment. It's pathetic. You raised your arm to an oath to something you don't even know or read.
Was it
You're
only
pathetic.
important that day,
You're
ma'am?
pathetic.
How many people you put in jail for like weed and stuff like that? A lot.
She didn't read the Constitution. She doesn't care about the people who gave blood, sweat, and tears for the Constitution. She's just a drone.
Which is actually the same as we identified one of the
Saturday.
It is sad that this
Can you
is
tell
what
us-
you guys decide to come do at a
Yeah,
high
it's
school.
This
so
is-
sad to ask somebody a question about their job that has no knowledge about it. It's insane. The Constitution is insane. You just said the Constitution.
I know.
The
Have we
Constitution is
said anything?
we're not going up to somebody that works at Taco Bell and saying, "Hey, can you tell us the Constitution?" We're talking to somebody who raised their hand before God and their countrymen on the backs and shoulders of people who died, gave
That
blood,
says-
sweat, and tears, and you're making a mockery of the Constitution, and you're laughing at us because we're talking about the
If you want
Constitution,
to
your
call
job.
dispatch and ask to...
We don't
have
want to
a
call
assistant
anyone. We're
from
speaking
public,
with
then
you,
do
ma'am.
that. But I'm on a job right now, and that's what I'm trying to do.
And we're documenting the job that we're doing right now is documenting the fact that we've traveled this entire country. And not only is it not you that doesn't know this, but I was actually going to give you an easy one with the Third Amendment. I could have embarrassed you with the First Amendment because I guarantee you can't tell me all 5 points of the First Amendment.
I bet you- I
and
guarantee
every police officer we asked the last 2 months, we asked the Third and the First Amendment.
And there's probably a reason that they don't answer you.
No, we've gotten answers, and
They say they don't know it.
We've asked
They openly say-
hundreds of officers. They openly say they don't know
Is
it.
that what you guys do? Is travel the United States and go after
Ask.
officers?
We're quizzing cops. You guys travel the city and the town and the state, making sure everybody's doing the right. Bro, let me speak. Your job is to make sure that that everybody's following the law and doing the right thing, right? Well, we're making sure that you know your stuff too.
If
Because
you read the Constitution, you'd be very well aware that the constitutional republic that we currently reside in is participatory. You're a public servant. We're your boss. So if we don't go around making sure that you're doing the right thing, tyranny will ensue. That's what our founding fathers wrote. That's what our civil rights heroes wrote. So we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do, non-violently, and we're not just going against police officers. We're not going against anybody. We're really truly testing people's knowledge. But we've also confronted Trump, the Clintons, Joe Biden, making international news. I've also interviewed Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. I've also interviewed U.S. diplomats, CIA whistleblowers, NSA whistleblowers,
WWE wrestlers.
WWE wrestlers.
Do you guys have like a name or like a YouTube channel?
We do.
or something?
And
We're gonna tag you, ma'am.
We'll tag you in it.
Sure.
But you know what, ma'am? You can tell us what the First Amendment is. That's the easy one. Do you know that one? We'll be on our way. Promise. Or you can tell us what the same thing that every police officer always says. I'm not playing this game. Or they can say, I don't know it. But they think the Constitution is a game. Do you know it, ma'am?
Okay. I didn't say I'm not playing this game or I don't know it, but right now I'm doing what my job is.
Your
for
job
this
is
point
literally
in time.
your job is
So,
literally to
you guys
uphold
are
the
just
Constitution.
Going around just being assholes to police officers.
Well, you're the only one saying bad words.
And we have children here. They're like literally right here, so nobody's for. We asked you a specific question pertaining to your job.
It's funny how
You called us a-holes.
It's funny how we come over here.
That's very indicative of your personality.
It's funny how we come over here asking peacefully a police officer a question and they're already using
Swearing
profanity.
in front of kids.
But you're getting close. That is the First Amendment.
You came to a school where there was a peaceful protest, and
Okay. And what's the protest about, ma'am?
does this
What
make you
do
feel
people
good,
do?
Like going
Also
around and
protesting you. Yes, we're
videoing
exposing-
officers with a freaking
We're-
whiskey in their hand?
We're pro-
exposing the
we're-
fact that you guys don't know your job. You guys are so incompetent. You will literally raise your hand to a document you didn't even read. Yes, I'm very happy. We've gotten hundreds of millions of views on the internet exposing it. And guess what? Cops are falling off at record paces. And guess what? You're one of the ones that took.
Go to a police academy and you can learn everything that I learned.
Well, no. Guess what? I know more than you, and I didn't go to the police academy.
Okay, but if you want to go do a better job than a police officer, then go.
No,
to the
as
police
I explained to
academy,
you
can come out
already,
and do the
I don't
same
want to
thing.
be a public servant. You want to serve people. So if you want to serve people, you should know your job. I'm your boss. I don't want to be a servant. I want to make sure that my servants are doing the right thing. And you have failed miserably, Pacheco, and that's why I
So you think
your name.
having a job is not having anyone ask you any questions? What kind of job is that? Everybody has a job where they take care of the people. Well, you're not assisting anyone else, and we're coming over here asking you something, and you're like, well, imagine if I worked at Burger King, and I said, well, I'm not taking care of you, sir. I'm not dealing with your lunch today.
Well, I mean,
What's gonna happen? What's your boss gonna do?
What's the difference between you and everybody else in this building? Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't. And the sad thing is, she thinks we're really trying to be rude or get a rude. We literally have high-fived police officers.
We let everything finish.
The one person that knew the Third Amendment, he got a high five. He got a big shout out.
Actually, we have a video from 2 days ago. It has nearly 100,000. It has nearly 100,000 views on the internet, praising a good cop. Praising a.
Third Amendment right in front of our face.
It was more than happy.
He was humble enough. He was humble enough to learn his job.
You kind of backed into a corner. Are you okay? Are you uncomfortable?
She's a cop. What are you gonna do for
I
her?
don't care. I'm just asking if she's
Well,
uncomfortable.
well, that's not your job right now. Her job is to take care of the public.
I don't have a job.
Walk
person
away.
might be uncomfortable.
Walk away, please.
No,
You're
you.
interrupting our job.
I don't care. You're making her uncomfortable. I'm just checking.
She's not the feelings police.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well,
For
that.
sure you're
They're
in a
not
corner.
bothering me. They're fine.
Oh, in a corner with full body gear, pepper spray, taser gun, German Shepherd probably around the corner.
Where?
Eh,
She got German Shepherd?
It's in the
Oh,
car.
Shit.
Don't you have a thing where you can open the?
Why are you supporting the police?
Why are you
I'm
acting?
not supporting the police. I don't care about the police. I care about a person in the corner who might be uncomfortable because there's two guys.
Well,
And what are you gonna do about that?
That's rude.
Nothing.
I'm gonna check on her and make sure she's
You're not gonna
okay.
do anything.
That's what I did.
You're not gonna do anything about it.
Why
So
don't you check on the children in Yemen or the victims of the NSA? Or
What
the
does that
FBI?
have to do with me standing here right now?
what does this have to do with you?
I'm asking another person.
She's the one screaming.
Sure, we're actually gonna be on
You see
our
what
way.
you
I'm
created?
just gonna ask you one
You see what you
question.
created? No, we're not gonna be on our way because she's the one screaming. We're having a conversation with this
She
officer.
was uncomfortable because she's in the corner and these two guys are back backing her to a corner.
We're asking.
So I just asked her if she was
She's
uncomfortable.
been in that corner. You're just lying. You want to lie to a? You want to lie to a police officer?
Here, please, okay?
Well, she's the one being acting like a Karen.
We all can go over there.
Well, I'm having a conversation with this lady.
Competitive. He has now subsequently addressed all classified employees. And I know Mark's working on some other
Sir,
ideas.
thank you for your calm demeanor.
You guys have a good evening.
You do the same. Let me ask you one question before I take off.
I have no comment on whatever you're asking.
What specifically pertains to your job?
Last year and promised to.
What do you want to know?
Here we
The
go.
Third Amendment, sir.
The Third Amendment?
Yes, sir.
With your little whisker there?
That's right. Third Amendment.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
Assistance there that really stabilized the department.
Have a good night.
Okay, I know you didn't know it.
You don't know it.
It's sad that you guys swear no to the Constitution and you don't even.
You don't know it. Okay, and now
guys.
let's see if he has a heart. Let's see if he has a heart for the homeless. We'll donate $100 to your choice of charity if you tell us what the Third Amendment is, and we'll say have a good day, and we'll be on our and we'll be out. But you don't know it, and you're gonna say, go have a good day. So go ahead. $100. How much can that?
Say have a good night.
Well, there you go.
It's really sad that people died for the United States Constitution, not only our founding fathers, but countless generations of veterans and also our civil rights heroes, and all for the, not just here, but across the country, a blatant disregard and lack of knowledge of the United States Constitution.
I mean, how come you guys raised your hand during graduation from police academy, taking an oath to something you know nothing about? Doesn't that like worry anyone? They swear to protect your rights, but once you ask them on video, they don't know it. That's crazy. I haven't disrespected anyone here. I'm literally quizzing them on the most important document that they swore to protect. And then it's a joke when you ask. It's not exactly a
What I mean is that you're being disrespectful.
Well, she's the only one using profanity here in front of kids. We haven't said a single bad word on the bright
Behaving
side.
disrespectfully.
No.
In a public place.
Just because we're putting them on
You're
the.
trying to hear what's going on.
Well, this is there's plenty of space in there.
So you're a Christian, right?
Or related service
So you know the
providers.
Ten Commandments?
See the list of
That's
professionals
their
there.
Ten Commandments. They
Oftentimes
should know
these
that.
folks have
People
to
die
renew
for
a
that.
license
Just
for
like people die for the Ten
their
Commandments.
teacher.
If you're a
They're
Christian, you should know the
teachers
Ten
for 5
Commandments.
years.
And if you're a police
For
officer,
some of these
you should know your
professionals,
Ten
they gotta renew
Commandments.
the
That's the Bill
license
of
every
Rights.
year or
That's what makes
2
the country different from
That
others.
comes with a cost. We just like to defray that cost.
By the way, we have over 100 million views on the internet with a cell phone.
Finally,
Yes.
we're asking permission to provide tuition reimbursement.
We love and praise good cops. Like I was telling her before I was interrupted by Karen.
Especially teachers,
We posted a video 48 hours ago praising a good cop. It's got almost 100,000 views on it, and it's gonna be there forever. So the same way you guys get people in trouble, and then they go to judges, and then they sentence people to jail time, we the people sentence you to a lifetime on YouTube. And it's very hard to remove these videos once they make it to the internet, sir.
So again,
You know?
$1,000 tuition reimbursement. We've got 15
How does it feel to be the one questioned and held accountable? That's what you do all day, right? How does it feel to get a little bit of your own medicine? Good. I never said he's a bad person.
Actually, according to a 50-year study of police's own data, police only solve 2% of major crimes. Also, they take away our Second Amendment when that's the one thing that can truly save you, right? Cops are killing people
Actually,
over
Jesus
red
is
flags.
the only one that can save me, but he's
Amen.
next.
Amen.
What historic?
That's the First Amendment.
What's the best evidence you have for a historical Jesus?
My faith. I'm alive right now.
Well,
I'm
so are
breathing
countless
right now.
Buddhists.
Absolutely, and God loves them too.
That's what the
That's
first.
not proof of Jesus Christ.
Exactly, but that's what the First Amendment is about. We have freedom of religion, so she can believe whatever she wants. You can believe whatever you want. You want to believe that your God is a horse or a monkey? You're in the right country. We have freedom of religion. You can believe whatever you want. I believe in Jesus Christ.
Well, if you guys don't need anything, have a good night.
Okay, you enjoy that walk of shame, sir. The sergeant doesn't know the Third Amendment. Sergeant doesn't know the Third Amendment either.
Sorry, thank you.
He doesn't know it either.
It's like a game. They say it's a game.
It's not like a game, guys. It's like
What is it?
asking a doctor, like, can they state every single thing things that they know.
No.
They should know that.
There's 10 things. There's 10 things. Let me tell you. Wait, hear me out.
Strangers' quarters have to do anything
Okay,
with what?
hear me out.
What does that have to do with anything
You're
with
talking
our
over
job
me
right now?
Okay, I'll tell you.
And I'm upset because, like, I was just trying to tell him, like, it's emotional, but for me, because you come attacking our job.
I'm not attacking
I'm good
you.
at my job.
I never attacked you.
Yes, it is.
I just asked you a question, and you couldn't even be nice enough to just tell me what your name was. I wasn't rude to you.
It's on my shirt. Bro.
I know,
Come on.
but you would never say that like that to a judge, though.
We're human too.
I understand that, and that's why I approach you with politeness and respect. I didn't say anything rude to you.
Can you put the phone down, dude? Come on.
Badges don't replace books. If you raise your hand to defend the Bill of Rights, know at every clause, every cost. Civilians who quiz cops aren't troublemakers. They're caretakers of a participatory republic. Next time a camera asks about the Constitution, treat it as a refresher, not a threat. Accountability starts with knowing the words you swore to uphold. As that reminder of the oath still echoes our lens pivots to Placer County, ready to see whether knowledge or intimidation writes the next chapter. In quiet Placer County, a lone auditor strolls up to the sheriff's substation for a few snapshots, only to be met with an aggressive deputy who threatens there'll be more of an issue if the camera returns. A simple photo walk morphs into a test of rights as the deputy struggles to explain why documenting patrol cars is suddenly a security risk.
What was that?
What are you doing?
Just took a couple pictures.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're taking photos?
Yeah? Yeah, I just took a couple pictures of the car.
Why so?
Just because.
Just cause?
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
Yeah. Is there something wrong?
Well, a little bit.
I'm on my way back out of here at this point.
It's a little concerning. I mean, why would you be taking photos of vehicles that are parked right here? It's almost like a security thing for us.
Just because. I don't see how it's a security thing.
No?
It's a picture.
Okay.
I'm sure there's pictures. I'm sure you guys have a website. There's pictures of cars and yeah. So.
Okay, what's your name, man?
What was that?
What's your name, man?
What's my name, ma'am?
What is your name, sir?
Why, I don't understand why all the fuss about this.
Okay. Would you find it weird if I came and took photos of your house?
Of my house?
Yeah.
At my house? Yeah, probably.
Okay. So that's the same thing.
Yeah, oh, you guys live here?
We're here enough to make it feel like it's our home. Okay. You're good to go, man.
There's just
please
a
don't
difference.
come back again. Otherwise, there's going to be more of an issue. This is your warning.
Okay, this is my warning.
This is your warning.
Don't come back again, or there's going to be more of an issue.
Don't come back and take photos of a secure area. Yeah.
I just don't understand why would be the issue.
Like I just said to you, you wouldn't want me to be on the public place taking photos of your house, would you? Would that be a little weird?
I mean, but that would be my house, though. Like I say, I don't have a web page for my house.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, especially if you had a legit reason why you'd be doing this, you would already said it. Besides, is that weird? Is that weird?
I didn't say is that weird. I just said I don't understand what the issue is.
So do you understand why it's weird?
No.
So exactly.
I have no clue.
Okay, so you're good to go.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
All right. Cool. So, is there any more cars back around this way?
What do you ask?
Because I'm gonna go back around that way and go check it out.
Nope.
No cars back there? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just looking around, so.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I could probably get another couple pictures on this one.
Sir, that's enough. You got your photos. This is a secure area.
Okay.
You're good to go. Please take your phone and leave the immediate area.
Why is that?
I just told you why. I don't mind you recording.
Well, I have to now as you're getting close to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what the deal is. Officers are attacked and killed on a daily basis, and this to me seems like an operational security breach. I don't feel comfortable with you recording where we park
especially because officers have been killed here in the past.
They've been
Or have
killed
been
here?
attacked and assaulted here in the past. Yes.
When was that?
A couple of years ago, someone actually
Really?
drove through and hit one of our officers' vehicles.
Oh shit! Is there a story on that?
I'm sure it's.
I want to look. Yeah, I want to look it up. That'd be cool.
So, I'm not lying
Be cool
to you,
look
man.
that
I'm
up.
asking you very nicely to leave the area. That's it.
Yeah, but you actually a minute ago wasn't cool. You said this is your warning, or there's going to
Yeah.
be
This
more
is-
of an issue next time.
Yeah, your
which
warning
isn't cool.
is to please leave the area. You are making me, as well as other officers, if they were out here, very uncomfortable by recording where officers are. It's that simple. man.
There's
Don't
no
try to make
office.
it
There's
look
no
like that.
officers here. There's nobody here. There's
I just
cars. I'm
called for
taking pictures
backup
of cars.
because you're making me feel uncomfortable. Just
Oh, well,
FYI.
you're making me feel uncomfortable
So would
by
you
being
mind
closer
please-
than 6 feet with no mask on.
I'll stand right here. Would you please leave the area? It's that simple, man. Please don't make an incident out of this.
I'm just taking a few pictures and then I'm on my way.
You got a few pictures of the vehicle.
And I'm taking some more and I'm on my way and then I'm on my way. Shouldn't be an issue with that, right? Jesus.
There you go. All right, you mind coming on out? Yeah.
Go to the other side and get the license plate on that one.
All right. All right. Perfect. Thank you. All right, man. Well, please, if you wouldn't mind just leaving the area. Like I said, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Plus, this is where we are. This is where we load gear. Sir, go ahead, record me.
Well, I'm just getting your name.
Okay.
It seems like you're making an issue out of nothing.
I'm making an issue out of nothing.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Thank you,
so-
sir. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. You can go on ahead back to work there, bud. What you got in here? Anything? Got a lunchbox. Thanks, babe. You're dismissed. Well, that was that was extremely fast. So I was just kind of taking it slow with him. I was trying to see if he was going to ramp it up. So we'll see. Looks like he had a mask. Chose not to put it on.
Badges don't cancel public space. When a threat of more issues meets calm persistence and a supervisor finally whispers, "Leave him alone," transparency wins. Keep the lens steady, cite the law, and let every unnecessary order roll off the SD card. The moment officers remember policy can't trump the Constitution, accountability clicks into focus. As the dust settles on that victory, our lens shifts to McHenry County, where a routine FOIA stop is about to spark the next transparency test. A lone auditor steps into McHenry County's housing authority just to grab a FOIA form, but one curse word, a slammed service window, and a call to police later, the lobby erupts into a standoff over cameras' privacy and public records. Watch how a simple request turns into a lesson on transparency with 2 squad cars and a 30-minute wait for forms they keep on the wall.
What's going on, officer?
Nothing much, man. I'm Officer Ruff, the Crystal Lake Police Department.
Okay. You guys don't have body cams?
We do have body cameras. Yeah, we have body cameras.
Okay. What's your badge number, sir?
4522, 4522.
Okay.
We have Officer Jacoby's in there as well.
Officer Jacoby?
Officer Jacoby.
Okay.
Yep. So we were called here for a disturbance non-specific.
What does that mean exactly?
So, yeah, they had said that an individual matching your description
Right.
had entered into the business.
That's correct.
And was filming employees inside.
That's correct.
And then after that had exited the business and was then walking around the parking lot.
That's correct.
Filming vehicles.
Right.
The interior vehicles. Okay.
That's correct.
Do you mind if I...
And what's your badge number, sir? Officer Jacoby?
Yeah, 117.
117, okay.
All right, man, so that's the nature of the call for service.
Okay.
That's why we're here. So I want to touch base with them inside and get a little bit further on it.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
But I mean, from the call, the knowledge that you do have that you just conveyed to me, does it sound like any laws were broken?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, it does not. So, I mean, if they don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy, right, like this open parking lot, for
Of
instance,
course.
all these vehicles here.
That's correct.
You can film me, you can film the inside.
Or
of the
even
car.
inside in here. That's correct.
In the vestibule.
Right, that's correct.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
But I do just want to touch base with them, if you don't mind, just providing your information to my partner.
I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
Officer. Be perfectly honest. I mean, if I'm not suspected of a crime, you know.
Understood.
Okay.
I want to go touch base with them in there and see what they would like for us to do.
So do you guys need anything else from me while you touch bases, or not really?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just because I want to see if there was any other element that we're not aware of.
Well, I mean, I'll accompany you then.
Well,
I mean,
I
why
don't
not?
need to go back and forth with them just in case there's something else more to it.
I'm not going to go
You know
back and
what I'm
forth. I'm just going to stand there to make sure that I'm documenting what they're saying. So it wouldn't be any, for any lies or anything like that, dishonesty. You know, it's about transparency and honesty at the end of the day.
Yeah.
For their salaries?
Yeah, I already gave him a FOIA request, so she accepted it, gave me a copy. Actually, it's right here. So, yeah. I got a complaint form as well. Like I say, nothing nefarious, don't have any ill intent.
No, sure.
It's a waste of resources even calling you guys out here, man.
Well, sure. But, I mean, keep in mind, though, this is private property. I don't know.
Well, that's public property.
Well,
that's public.
This is Henry County Housing Authority.
That's correct.
Fair. So let me touch base with them, man. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Right back.
Yes, I don't know why.
Do you have an issue with that?
Absolutely not. I mean, the young lady, can't remember. She said she was the executive director, maybe, or something like that. She came, so as soon as she met me right there at the window, she was instantaneously just stop recording, So, man, that's about it. Then the other young lady at the window saying I couldn't film things that was visible to me right there. But nothing really too bad. I mean, I was walking around the parking lot. It was a young man that works here saying that he basically had some concerns about it, but everything's in public, so. And this young lady was helpful right here. Katie. Katie was helpful as well, so. I don't understand, man. I was gonna say, calling you guys out here was a waste, man. But I do just want to step back in, dog. I just want to make sure, nothing's being. Maybe I'm about to say probably took him to the backer. Wow, Officer Ruff's closing the door, so guy obviously don't want me to hear conversation. We just go get his body cam footage and see what's being talked about. Well, officer, why did you shut the door? You didn't want me to.
I just wanted to have a conversation in private, and I'm entitled to do so.
I'm just saying that just seems kind of. Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to come in and make sure things were being conveyed to you honestly.
Well, sure, I get that, but I also have the right to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, I understand. No, I was just asking why. I'm gonna go to you guys' police department and get the body cam footage as well, just to see what was said.
No, I get it. But we always like to, in any situation, talk to both parties, right?
Okay.
And do so in private.
Okay.
Because we don't want one story to be influenced by another or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, sort of, but we wouldn't. Obviously, both our stories wouldn't influence each other, because we're both obviously saying two different things.
I understand.
But what was their main concern?
So pretty much what I described to you out there, the reason for the call for service, and that was that they were concerned that you were videotaping in here.
Okay.
Not only inside the business, but outside the business in those vehicles. I explained to them that this being, there's no real true reasonable expectation of privacy inside this business.
That's
right here
correct.
in the vestibule area.
That's correct.
Nor is there in the parking lot.
Okay.
So I told them that you are indeed entitled to videotape here if you so desire.
Okay.
And they said they understood that. They understand that it is public property.
That's right.
They did say that they've given you everything that you
I asked
requested.
for.
Right.
That's correct. Okay.
So, that was it. They said, if his business is done here, we'd just appreciate if you moved on.
I did hear one of them say, "Well, how long can he do it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I do.
And I explained to them, as long as you're doing what you're doing,
right.
You can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But I said, hey, if it escalates and gets beyond,
course.
then you
And that's on either them or me, right?
You got it.
Right.
You
Okay.
got it. Yeah. So I said, just understand,
right.
his rights and do your best just to kind of.
Right. Let me ask you: did they dial 911?
Oh, I don't know. if it came in on emergency or.
Was it a 911? Oh, non-emergency?
I think it was general.
Oh, okay, good. Because that would definitely would have been crazy. Like, I don't know.
That'll come up in FOIA.
Yeah, for sure. About how far is you guys' police department from this location? Is it pretty far?
I mean, we're on the far southeast corner of our jurisdiction.
Okay.
If I guess mile-wise, 3.5.
Where the train station is?
Yeah.
The north.
Well, you know what? I think I actually seen. I might have seen like I think I seen like a sign saying like municipal. I don't know, something like that.
Big building where the fire department, public works, and police department.
And police.
It's that walk up in Woodstock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
We'll say municipal complex.
Right.
That's
Okay.
We're all housed there.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh man, it's all good. All righty.
Public offices run on public money, which means the camera and the paperwork belong to everyone. When a staff call turns into a police visit, calmly assert the law document delays and keep the conversation on rights, not feelings. The faster agencies honor FOIA, the fewer squad cars they'll need at the front door.